All right, folks, let's talk about openSUSE Leap 16 OEM images. And I'm not sure, but I think this is the first time I can remember openSUSE offering an OEM. If you don't know, original equipment manufacturer type thing, you install it, you put the software on the hard drive, turn the computer off, you hand the computer to whoever you're selling it / giving it to. They turn it on, and then it says, what's your location? What keyboard layout do you want? What do you want for a username? Give me a password. Is this an admin password? It lets them set up the computer that you installed without you having to set it up for them. One of the things that I asked for the first time that I think it was the first time that I really talked to the devs, Lubosh, the release manager, and one of the first things I said was, Kubuntu and Ubuntu variety and Debian and a bunch of them, they've got an OEM. And I want to put openSUSE on my computer, on some of these extra computers, hand them to people and let them worry about their user accounts, their information, not me. He said, we did it. What? Yep, he did it. And they did it with GNOME. I asked for a KDE version. He made a KDE version for me to test. It works. I'm going to show it to you on here. I don't have a link for you, but the GNOME version is available. If you go to, I'm going to start all this over again. So if you go to getopenSUSE.org, desktop, Leap, learn more, download. Guess you could have just clicked download. Scroll down a little bit, you got your OEM images. I downloaded this one right here. I'm going to show it to you. I'm also going to show you the install for the KDE version, which is the version I have is a build version. I don't know if it's going to be the same as the release version, but it gives us a pretty good idea. I'm going to show them both to you. One of the most fascinating things about it is openSUSE OEM installs or is done loading to your hard drive, installing to your hard drive in like something like 5 minutes. It's quick. Let's do it. I'm going to fire up a virtual machine. Next, we're going to select the OEM I just downloaded, which is the GNOME version, and I will also show you that KDE version as soon as this is done. It is based on Leap 16. Go forward, forward, forward. Hit it. So when you boot up, it's going to say boot from hard disk, which means don't do anything with this installer. Or install Leap 16. And that's the option that we want because this is the OEM version. It's going to destroy all data. It's going to dump to the hard drive. So make sure that's what you want. But if that is what you want, let's move forward. It is dumping onto the hard drive as we speak. I hit yes. It's doing it. I'm not even going to speed this up. I am not going to speed this up in the edit. I might speed up the next one because you've already seen it here. But I am not going to speed this up. I'm going to continue to ramble. When this gets done, the only thing I asked for to be different, I asked for a button that says power off machine. Because when this gets done, you're not going to see, it's going to go straight into creating a user account. This is where you can turn the machine off if you're handing it to somebody. You need to turn it off because you're going to bed. You get up next day, you're going to work, then you're going to hand it to them. You need to turn the machine off. It's not going to run that long. So, the only thing I have asked for is some kind of a power off button. Power off now or continue setup. That would be a good option. We are 75% done on putting it on the hard drive. My recording right now is 5 minutes long, and I rambled a bunch before I started this. Now it's verifying. I should have looked at the timer before I hit start, or in this case, yes. But we can't be more than 4 minutes in. And I'm actually going to shut this down. I'm going to show you where the shutdown point is. And then what it looks like when you start it back up again. It goes straight into who are you? So it's done. It's done. And it's rebooting right now. The hard drive part is done. 5 minutes. Has to be less than 5 minutes. I am 5 minutes, 55 seconds into my recording. Okay. It's booted. It's saying if you hit start, this is where you create your account. This is also where you can power off. You know, we don't really like to force off. If I hit the shutdown right here, is the same as just pushing the power button. So you don't have to force off. Shutdown. Done. Close the laptop up, go to bed, get up the next day, hand the laptop to whoever, and then they're going to power it on. The only option is to boot Leap 16 because you've already done the installer bit. I'm 7 minutes in. We're almost done. So after you start the computer back up, now it's time to put in your credentials, put in your users. Start. Ask for root password right off the bat. Now it goes into this first boot welcome screen, which is pretty. We hit next. English next. Location services. It's all up to you. Search for nearby. Yep, close enough. Next. Who am I? This is me. Next. And then it's going to ask for that password. Now this is not you doing it. This is whoever you gave the computer to. They're doing their own. Start using. That's it. So that and then it's doing a few first boot things. And if I remember right, you have to be connected to the internet for this first boot thing to happen. But other than that, we're done. We just installed Leap 16, including just me doing a lot of rambling, in 8 minutes. Where you at? Or Leap. So installed Firefox. Now it's installing calculator, text extension manager stack, doing a lot of these first step things. But how cool is this? I mean, for me, if I'm going to install Leap 16 for somebody, whether I'm doing their information or not, I'm going to do it this way because it's so fast. Now, okay, it does not give you any ability to set up the partitions. None whatsoever. So if you need to do that, you need the installer. Agama. Some people don't like the partition manager in Agama. I get it. I'm going to do a video on that pretty soon too. I like Agama, and the negativity for Agama is, and a lot of people like, a lot of other people like it. There's a lot of people that like it. There's a lot of people that don't. The people that don't tend to be a little loud, I guess to say. But anyway, it's done. This is done. And I have no idea how to use GNOME. Okay, I found how to get to the apps. Ooh, it has chess. Cool. Cool beans. Anyway, so let's shut this down. And then I'm going to install the KDE. The KDE one that I have is a build version. May or may not be like this at the end, but it's basically the same thing. But you end up with KDE Plasma on the other end, which is very, very cool. And especially for me. You know, I'm not a GNOME guy. Just not. So I'm going to go forward, browse. I need browse local. It is OEM KDE build 34. That's the one that I have. Hopefully they'll have that release out soon. It is Leap 16. Next, forward. I am going to pay attention to the clock this time. openSUSE KDE. Finish. Okay, we're in here. I am at 1220. So, and that might change. You know, 1220 is on my recording. That's not me editing. So, your time watching may not be 1220, but my time on this particular recording session, 1220. So, we'll get there. But I'm going to see how long it takes. We are not even at a minute yet, so 13:05. When we hit 13:20, we'll see where we're at. And 20. 13:20. We are 40% of the hard drive dump. It's not really an install. It is it's a dump. So hard drive dump, 40% through at 1 minute. Minute and a half, we're at 50%. Not even a minute and a half. That was 20 more seconds. That's not even a minute and a half. This is insane. If I don't have to do special things on the partition, this is how I'm installing Leap. So, and there's a couple more things coming in my videos. Another video I want to make is, does Agama work with Ventoy? Because historically speaking, Yast and Ventoy did not get along. So that's a video I've got coming. Does Ventoy work with Agama? Another video I've got coming is I'm going to do an Agama partitioner versus Yast installer partitioning. So, because that's the primary complaint I hear about Agama is the partitioner. The primary complaint I hear and that I have about Yast installer is the partitioner. So, one good, one not. Are they both bad? Are they both good? We'll see. So here's the reboot. We are rebooting at 15 and right now 15:20. Now again, this is a build version, so it may not end up looking like this. I don't know. If you do get this version, use the arrow keys up and down. Tab doesn't work. arrow keys because tab takes you to there. Very cool. This is very cool. You can use this to log into this install with another system browser. You could use your phone to finish installing this. That is so cool. We're not at 20 minutes yet, and I've showed you 2 openSUSE installs. How insane is that? Disappointing, openSUSE people, disappointing that I had to switch that to Wayland on Leap 16. KDE Plasma should be Wayland by default. Just saying. I've been complaining about that for about 2 years now. Just saying. And boom. 17 minutes and I've got the second OEM install running. Very cool. Very absolute very cool. Where you at? Right there. Keep. So, brand new install of Leap 16, KDE Plasma. It took 3 minutes. Insane. Okay, a lot of updates are going to be available because, again, this is a previous build from 3 weeks ago, I think. I hollered at Lobosh to see if I can get a update on that becoming available in the public domain. So hopefully pretty soon when I'm going to go ahead and publish the video, and as soon as I get a link or get some information on the KDE build, I will update the description of this video. So I won't leave you hanging. Next. Oh, back right here. If you don't care about KDE Plasma having a little bit of your information anonymized, and they don't, it's entirely anonymous. Please pick a little level here, something that you're comfortable with. And if you're only comfortable with disabled, that's fine. Don't do it, but give them a little bit of information. KDE Plasma is an amazing desktop environment. And any information that they can get on how to make it better goes a long ways. And hit finish. Okay, that's it. 2 OEM installs, 15 minutes. Crazy. Crazy. I love it. But anyway, that's the OEM for openSUSE Leap 16, GNOME version, KDE Plasma version. I think he said he's going to try XFCE, but don't quote me on that. But my primary concern right now is getting that KDE Plasma version public. And so hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll be able to tell you something on that front. But anyway, that's it. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.